Of course, even with a beauty in front of him, Richard didn't forget to bring up kickbacks. Sophia agreed to everything, setting up for a later report to his company. After a few drinks, Sophia pretended to be tipsy and suggested heading upstairs to rest. Richard jumped at the chance and followed. She left the door ajar on purpose. As she lay on the bed, faking drunk, he burst in, trying to make a move. That's when Tom stepped in, laying into him with punches. Tom was built like a tank, and with Richard buzzed, he didn't stand a chance. "Who the hell are you? Why are you hitting me?" Richard groaned from the floor, clutching his face. "You know damn well what you were about to do. She's my girlfriend. That's why." Tom yelled, playing furious. Sophia, off to the side, looked innocent, dabbing fake tears with eye drops. Tom kept at it with more hits, then barked, "This'll cost you $5,000 cash. And write a note saying it's for her emotional distress. You got a week." Tom was extorting him good. "I don't have that much. My wife controls the money. Can't you cut me some slack?" Richard begged. "Not a penny less. Or it's $1,000 per finger. Your choice, hands or cash." Tom jabbed a finger at his nose. "This is a setup. It's illegal." Richard snapped, desperate. "Illegal? You want to talk illegal? Well, you just tried with my girl. That's assault. I got it all on video. Call the cops, and I'll show them." Tom grabbed Sophia and stormed out, yelling back, $5,000 cash, 7 days. "I'll contact you." "No money? Everyone sees your creepy ass." Richard went silent, terrified. First strike successful, gave the bastard a taste of pain. But this was just the start. Next, I ordered some sexy lingerie online under Richard's name and had it shipped to his house. I made up a woman's name for the recipient, but used his wife's phone number. His neighborhood deliveries were handled by a coworker of mine. I tipped him off to deliver after hours in person. These past couple days, Laura had been coming home on time, probably because Richard was laid up and couldn't meet. She even cooked full dinners and waited for me. Rare for her. If someone's overly nice without reason, they're up to something shady. Sure enough, Laura had an ulterior motive. "Honey, my little brother is getting engaged. The dowry's $6,600, but Mom and Dad are short. They want to borrow $5,000 from us. I've got 2. Can you scrape together 3? $5,000? Sounded familiar. That's what Tom demanded from Richard, just to bleed him. I figured the creep was leaning on Laura for it. To test, I shot her down flat, curious about her reaction that night. "Babe, where am I supposed to get that?" "Delivering pays peanuts. After the mortgage, there's nothing left. No one's lending to us. Living with you is all about money worries," she griped. "If you didn't blow cash like water, we wouldn't be here. You know how you spend." She clammed up, stormed off to the study, and locked the door. I pulled up the camera feed, caught her every move. "Rich, you make bank. How can't you come up with $5,000? And you won't even say what it's for, or tell your wife. You doing something shady." Laura kept her voice low, but I heard it all. Bingo. She was scraping cash for that sleaze. "I'll spot you $2,000 for now. Figure out the rest, you two." "Mike doesn't have it," I told him. "That $10,000 you gave him? Forget it. I use it to bail out my brother." Damn, Richard still wanted that $10,000 back. And Laura had told me it went to her dad's medical bills. Now it's her brother's debts. That $10,000 of mine, wasted worse than a bad bet. After hanging up, Laura dialed another number. "Hey, Mom, did Dad's insurance reimburse his hospital stay?" "That's great. Listen, send me $3,000. Deduct it for what I lent my brother. I know it's Dad's lifeline money, but I need it bad. Just Venmo it over." Laura was ruthless, dipping into her dad's medical funds to plug Richard's hole. "Mike, Mom, give me a break. You know his family's dirt poor. His delivery gig barely covers the loans. No extras." Even now, her and her mom were trashing me. After some begging, her mom caved. Laura rushed to text Richard the good news. "Got the money. How you going to thank me? You're so naughty. Who said I'd marry you? Dream on. Want to marry me? Divorce first." Laura's flirty banter with Richard reeked of desperation. I wanted to kick down the door, slap her senseless, and divorce her ass. But that'd be too easy on them. I felt sick and shut off the feed. Then my coworker messaged. The lingerie arrived, delivering soon. I stressed. "Make the recipient inspect it in person." "He got it," replied with a thumbs up. He's no genius, but great at stirring trouble. Soon, he reported back. She tried it on right there. Not her size. Kept asking the guy who Lisa Smoke was. He went pale, couldn't explain, but he got scratched up. LOL. I smirked inside. Lisa Smoke? Made up name for the package. 7 days flew by. Tom contacted Richard, set a meet at a hotel. Meanwhile, I'd anonymously tipped off his company's compliance team about a bribe, telling them where to bust him. I said I was the guy who took the fall for him before. Info solid. They bite, Busting corruption meant bonuses. Tom and Sophia set the room. 5:20, 10 a.m. Richard showed masked, probably from his wife's scratches, neck all marked up. They waited inside. He knocked cautiously, bag in hand. Door shut. I cued the compliance guys to record from outside. Voices carried. Here, $5,000 cash, count it. Hope we can keep working together, Ms. Grant, let bygones be. What's this, an apology or a bribe? Sophia asked. Take it. And we're square on last time? Richard smirked. So, bribery then. Call it what you want. On camera, he was all bows and scrapes. Tom, glaring, kept him in line. Compliance knocked hard. Who's there? Tom faked, opening quick. Mr. Hayes, know what you're doing? Got a tip on bribery. Caught you red-handed. Come with us. Who the hell are you to boss me? Richard snarled. Company compliance. Here's my ID. Resist, and I call the cops. At cops, he deflated, no defense, and went quietly. Next few days, Laura was on edge. Kept calling from the study, no answer. Probably Richard under investigation. Couldn't pick up days, wife watching nights. This lasted 3 days. That night, she got through. Where have you been? No calls, no texts. What happened? What? Fired? 10 grand. I told you, no more kickbacks. Now look. I'm not blaming you. Too late now. Company dropping it is something you made out over the years. I got nothing left. Not 10 grand. Not one. Can't you ask your wife? Fine, talk in person. You win. From the chat, Richard got axed. Had to repay 10 grand in dirty money. Honestly, 10 grand was a steal. He'd pocketed at least $1 million in kickbacks. Next day, Laura said she had another 2-day trip. Obvious. She was meeting Richard. She packed fast and bolted. I tailed her. Same hotel, same room. This time, I'd bring in the heavy hitter, Richard's wife, and I'd get inside to film it all myself. After Laura checked in, she stepped out, probably for supplies. Using her marriage license, I claimed I forgot my key. Staff let me in, no questions. I set up cameras, then slipped out. Now I'd see everything on my phone. Soon, Laura appeared, showered quick, slipped into a sheer nightie. Spritzed perfume under her arms and down below, waiting for Richard. That tramp never did that for me in our marriage. I called her to test. It rang forever before she picked up. Hey, honey, just got to the station, grabbing an Uber to the hotel. Station's dead, quiet, no noise. Oh, I'm in a bathroom, not crowded. Gotta go, text from the hotel. She hung fast. Richard had arrived, that's why. What's with your face? Laura touched it tenderly, eyes welling up. I watched, stomach churning. Time to summon the boss. I anonymously called Richard's wife, tipping her off to catch them. I'd texted her the day before, planting doubt. Plus, the lingerie incident had her suspicious. She'd come, better safe than sorry. Showtime. Babe, forget my face. Been ages, don't you miss me? Richard Princess carried Laura to bed. She buried her face in his chest, giggling. He set her down, unbuckled his belt. Shower first, Laura tugged his arm. Right, babe, need a favor. Spot me $5,000 more. Last borrowed didn't go through, makes 10 total. Richard stripped, rushing to the bathroom. Money, money, always money. Where do I get it? Don't worry. Once I divorce that nag, I get half the assets. At least 200 grand. Marry you, and it's all ours. He painted a rosy picture from the shower. And Laura bought it. Fine, I'll figure it. Mom's 60th birthday soon. Throw a big party, raking gifts. Cheating women, brains on freeze. Soon, Richard emerged naked, dove at Laura on the bed. They twisted like mating snakes. Then, knock at the door. Mid-action, they froze. Who is it? Richard jumped up. Laura yanked the sheet over her chest. Richard, you bastard. Open up. A woman's voice raged. His wife, no doubt. Richard didn't answer, just dressed fast, motioned Laura to do the same. Richard, I know you're in there. Open or you'll regret it. 5th floor, no escape. He knew stalling was pointless. Laura trembled on the bed. He cracked the door, bracing for hell. You filthy pig. I'll break you. His wife kicked him square in the groin. He dropped, howling, clutching himself. She charged Laura, yanked her hair, slapped twice hard. After all the dinners I hosted for you two, this is how you repay me? You little homewrecker, didn't know you had it in you. 2 more slaps. Laura, guilty, just covered her face, silent. Not satisfied, his wife yelled from the door. Everyone, come see. My husband's shacking up with a tramp. Caught him. Shameless cheats. Get a load of these two. Guests piled in, snapping pics, recording video. Richard lay still, faking or out cold. Laura hid her face in her hair. Hotel staff cleared the crowd, made his wife leave. Richard got hauled off by paramedics. Laura slunk out alone later, face swollen like a balloon. Heard later his wife's kick shattered a testicle. Might not recover. Worse, with proof of cheating, she divorced him, took nearly everything. Outside, thread handled. Now for the home wrecker. I saw the bus video online, faces blurred. Pretending clueless, I sent Laura a screenshot. Babe, this woman in the vid looks just like you. You wouldn't. What are you saying? When have you seen me in that outfit? How can you say that about your wife? Yeah, only a real slut would do that, not my wife. Knowing Richard's fate, Laura kept distance, her cash dreams shattered. His wife told me everything. I feigned ignorance, said I'd handle it quietly. I gathered evidence, ready to close in. Then Laura's family drama. Her brother Kyle showed up. Sensed trouble, started recording secretly. Sis, help me out. Debt collectors at the door again. Dad's just recovering, I worry. Money, always money. Last time wasn't 10 grand. Laura glanced at me, slipped. What 10 grand? You said it was for Dad's treatment. I snapped. Mike, don't yell at my sis. Yeah, I use it for gambling debts, so what? Before I could swing, Laura slapped him. You little punk. Talk to your brother-in-law like that. You know that money cost him his job. When did she get righteous? Guilt, probably, but too late. Don't hit Kyle. He's still a kid. I don't blame him. We gotta fix this hole. I played understanding, but wanted to throttle the brat. How much more? Dad's insurance leftover. Use that. Laura sipped water, calming. Already did. Still short 8 grand. What? Dad's money gone. Curse with his family. Dad's sick. You gambling. Laura sobbed. If I didn't know about her affair, I'd hug her. But no excuse for cheating. Sis, I messed up. Pay off the rest. I quit gambling. Help bro-in-law too. Kyle softened. Family decisions are your sister's call. I'm just a delivery guy. No cash, she knows. I passed the buck. How'd sis end up with you? No money, no looks, no connections. Kid flipped fast. Shut it. There's a way. Mom's 60th soon. Big birthday bash. Pull in some cash. Same scheme as for Richard. This party? My perfect takedown. Laura's mom's big 60. Packed house. She invited everyone. Family, friends, co-workers, randoms. Remembering how her family treated mine over the years, I knew I had to do this. Tom and Sophia were in. Handed them a USB. Got thumbs up. After toasts, final bit. Cake cutting. Host cued happy birthday. I nodded at Tom. But instead, Laura's recording. Shut it. There's a way. Mom's 60th soon. Big birthday bash. Pull in some cash. Fine, I'll figure it. Mom's 60th birthday soon. Throw her a party. Rake in some. Crowd went silent. Eyes on Laura, then her mom, then screen. Screen shifted. Laura in sheer nightie, spritzing perfume. Richard carrying her to bed. His wife busting in. Their raunchy texts. Laura froze, hugging her head, speechless. Kyle reacted first, charging the stage. Turn it off now. Others snapped pics, whispered. What a scam. Using a birthday to grift. Old Mrs. Jenkins rep, ruined by her daughter. Married and still messing around. Shameless. Heard the Jenkins kids were losers. Didn't know this bad. Let's get our gifts back. No pure intent. No right to keep him. Chatter drowned Laura in spit. Snapping to, she grabbed a chair, smashed the screen. Her mom shook, stood. What a sin. You're no daughter of mine. Get out now. She clutched her chest, fainted, rushed to hospital. Dad wheeled toward a wall, stopped by relatives. I grinned. They deserved it, then slipped out. Next day, divorce papers in front of Laura. You knew all along, huh? You orchestrated this. Does it matter? Think how you treated me and my family. You brought this on yourself. Sign and pack. Get out. I shoved a pen. Why should I leave? She tossed the papers. While I'm still feeling merciful. Not leaving you penniless. Sign now. The penniless hit. She cooled, picked it up, read, signed. I was fair, kept only the house. It nearly killed my parents buying it. Post-divorce, sold the house, paid debts, 20 grand left. Gave half to parents for retirement. Pooled the rest with Tom and Sophia for a small trading firm. Old clients trusted me, did business, referred more. A month later, Laura texted, I'm pregnant. Not yours, but the kid needs a dad. Forgive me. Remembered the birth control. It worked. Replied. Once cheated on, trust never comes back. Can you spot me abortion money then? Sent a grand via Venmo. Blocked everything. It was 10 o'clock at night when I picked up a delivery order. Broke Laura, turned to escort work. Finishing the story, it's 1 a.m. Back in bed, my wife and kids sleep soundly. I smile, grateful for what I have.